need to bake bread today because I don't have any bread and that's not good. And sister wants a loaf too. So let's get them moving. First thing we need is yeast. So here's our yeasty boys. Yeasty boys. I used to work with a brewmaster, and that's what he called his yeast, was the yeasty boys. Yeast. Azúcar, or sugar. Let's see. Salt. So always use iodized. Iodized. Use it. I'm not saying that you can't use sea salt. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you're baking or cooking, use iodized as you're cooking. If you're finishing, there's a such thing as finishing salts. If you're finishing, finish it with sea salt. But you want the iodine. So use the iodized. Because not all sea salt is iodized. I know that sounds weird, but it just depends on where it's how it's manufactured and where it's manufactured from. Flour. We're getting out the KitchenAid. Because again, I let the KitchenAid do the work because it's the muscle machine. So I'm putting this away. Oh, come here, buddy. Oh, Lordy. They do not make these light. They make these guys heavy duty. We like that. And the lighting is natural lighting. I don't have my anything on. It's also incredibly warm up in this house, and I think it's because I'm moving around a lot. Okay, let's get the bowls. This bowl. Okay, so set up the KitchenAid. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is we want to bloom the yeast. So you need a bowl. I need to make sure that you can actually see that bowl. Can you see that bowl? Yay. Okay. We want yeast. I'm going to use a half a cup of sugar, which is more than I normally do. Probably cut it. Because you really don't need that much sugar. So maybe a quarter of a cup of sugar. So a little bit more there, kind of like that. So I'm going to do that. This is going to be for between 2 loaves of bread. So I want that, and I want warm water. Now my water that comes out of the tap from the hot water heater is roughly 130 degrees once it's fully warm. And that's about a cup, a little more than. I'm going to take my little, you know what, I'll take a fork. So I'm just going to kind of dissolve the sugar in the water. I'm not going to boil this. I don't want it too terribly hot. And you actually don't need to use this much water when you're blooming your yeast. I just like to have all my water done at once. So here's yeast. I am not measuring. But I am going to stir that guy in. I know it's alive because I used it yesterday, and we'll see that bloom. Meaning it's going to foam. So while that's foaming, because it's already starting to, I'm going to get my flour together. Now I need 6 cups of flour to do this appropriately. You don't need anything else except flour and salt. And we're going to do the same method Come here, little guy. We're gonna do the same method that we did yesterday, right? So we're gonna, well, for you it was last week. And yes, those rolls did come out overdone, but they did taste good. They were soft in the middle. They were just a little firm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you don't need any eggs or anything for this recipe. It's just a straight up simple white bread recipe, and if you do it right, it comes out good. I'm gonna put this away because we won't need it. Put this away because we won't need it. Foaming. I don't need any more of this, so I'll put that away. We'll wash those in a minute. Don't need this. You need about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm gonna go a little over, but you need about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now I'm gonna put this away. And I'm going to transfer this into the big bowl. I may need a little more water than that. We'll find out. Transfer. Okay, I'm going to use that later. So, I want my whisk. Because remember I said I don't have a sifter. So all I'm doing is combining the salt and the flour and kind of knocking out any little crunchy things. No, we don't want any glops or gloops or anything like that. Okay. So what I do with my rack, no idea. There it is. Okay. Let that keep blooming. Because that seems to be pretty happy. Right there. That's a happy, happy, happy yeast. Went from very cold to warm water and sugar very quickly, and it is talking. It is bubbling and happy. If you can't see it, there you go. So we're going to transfer this and half of the flour into the mixer, which I will move you over so you can see. I'm going to use the dough hook, and I'm going to let the mixer work its magic. And then I'll grease the bowl, add a little water if I need to, grease the bowl, and then take her over to the wood stove to let her rise. But we'll let that bloom for a little while longer. Oh, and I need oil. Can't forget. Okay. Wood stove is waiting. We are bloomed. So we are going to bring you and this over here. So you come on over. Let's see where you're looking. Oh, you're almost right in there. Hey, check it out. So we're going to do that yumminess. I'm going to keep that out. And I'm going to get a little vegetable oil, just a little veggie oil. I think it's supposed to be like a half a cup between the two loaves. So that's nice and watery. And then we're gonna 1, 2, 3 to start. We're going to crank her on. And as it incorporates, I'm going to look to see how shaggy it is, because it should come out to be a shaggy dough. I'm going to set it to knead for about 6-7 minutes. And then I am going to grease the bowl. And then it's a waiting game. Baking is a lot of patience. There's not a lot of dishes in cooking that require a whole ton of patience like baking does. I am not a baker, I'm more of a cook. As you saw, I eyeball everything, even though you're not supposed to. But I bake bread just about every week. So it's kind of muscle memory at this point. I still confer, but and again, because I live in a drier area, I prefer to have a wetter dough. So I will be adding water to this, I'm sure. So I want that flour nice and hydrated. I'm going to take this bowl and I'm going to grease it. But first, I'm going to add some more water to that dough. Make sure that it's warm. It's a nice shaggy dough. It's a little dry. So I'm going to very slowly add that water as it incorporates. And I'm going to go ahead and set my timer. Don't forget, you got to grease your bowl. While that's going, I'm going to grease my bowl. A little olive oil in there. And when this is ready, I'll put a shower cap on as I transfer it over into the other bowl. There it goes, starting to stick now. Just needed water. So I would say that was close to 2 1/4, 2 3/4 cup of water. If you count the yeast water with that water. There we go. Now you hear it. I know that sounds like too much water. It's not, I promise. Bakers will argue with you. I'm telling you, out here, it'll suck that water right up. transfer time. Oh, that's nice and sticky. That's how we like it. Okay, break this apart. We can put her away because we won't need to use her for the rest of the day. There we go. And we'll get her lovely shower cap on. Take her over to the fire. Shower cap, so that dough's super nice and sticky, lots of water, which means that once I get her over here and she gets warm, she should be able to rise in a very humid atmosphere. So let's come on over here. You see the fire is rumbling. It's oak that's in there. It's off a nice heat. I'm gonna put her here. You can see her sit. Here, I'll tell you what. Yeah. So there you go. Okay, dough has pretty much doubled in size and it's nice and shaggy. So let's make some bread. Depending, we're going to break out 2 bread pans. So this is the dough, it's risen. So there's your 2 bread pans right there. I'm going to use parchment paper. This is awful sticky stuff. Right? Because remember, I use a lot of water. But that's happy dough. It's almost sour. We're going to do 2 loaves, one for myself and one for Sister. I'll take the smaller of the 2 because she's got more people than I do. Yes, I know that's big on parchment paper, but once I weight it, you'll see why. So, punch her down, pull her out. She's very happy. It's very warm at the bottom. So this is going to be happy dough. So let's just get this split in half. Yep, it's an awful smaller piece here. Okay. So, and essentially what I do is I make it oblong shaped. And I just kind of seal the seam. Right? Like that. There we go. A nice thing of dough in there. And then this is just regular ordinary white bread dough. Sticky white bread dough. This will be my little dude. And I'm going to pinch that shut there, basically. Put that up there, that right there. Right? I'm going to clean this up. Then I'm going to set that to go its second rise. Shouldn't take very long, but I need that oven heated up. That's so loud. Sorry. I know I'm always banging something or something. Okay. And get that nice and warm. And as soon as that oven is heated up, we're going to turn it off. And put these in there. And then I'm going to set a timer to remind myself to check them when they rise. And we should be good. Today was a busy day. I mean, I'm still not technically done, but I am out of energy, so that means I'm done. There it is. Okay, so this is ready. shut it off. Okay, it's a little dark in here because I've been editing videos. But it's time to check the bread and have a look and see if it's ready to bake, because it's been about an hour now. Ooh, we got a nice rise on that bread, so let's go ahead and crank this up. It does not take long to bake bread. Okay, when I do that, that sets it as an automatic oven, and it will shut off after 37 minutes. So yeah, so they're in, and it's on. Oh, these worms. Okay, so there's the 2 loaves of bread. It's going to cool in the pan for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'm going to pop them out and wrap them up. One's going to go to sister, one is for me, so I can make a sandwich and take that to work. And hopefully this goes over well at their house. It's crunchy on the outside, so that's good. So there you go. That is how you make bread, yo.